One word. Horrible. Just horrible. The Hawks were terrible, and that's why they lost this game. They needed as many points as possible to stay in the race. If you want to stay in the playoff race, you need to beat the bottom feeders, the basement dwellers, the Detroit Red Wings. And no, you don't. You lose 4-1 to the Detroit Red Wings. That's unacceptable. The Hawks had a chance to get within 2 points in the standings if they would have won. And no, what lost them this game was that horrible third period they played. Plus the first period where they only had 3 shots on net. And even at the face-off dot, because the Hawks, when they lose at the dot, they lose the games. Flat out, they do. And that's another case in them losing this game. The Hawks were just flat out awful. They had bad puck luck and bad all-around work ethic tonight, in my opinion. Yes, this game was just horrible. Shots on net per period. In the first period, 3-7 in favor for the Detroit Red Wings. Second period, it was 11 apiece. Third period, 11-10 in favor for the Hawks. Total shots on net, 25-28 in favor for the Detroit Red Wings. The Hawks had 3 power plays. They did nothing. They even put 5 forwards out on all 3 of the power plays, and they did nothing. Face-off percentage. As I said, when they lose games, they lose at the dot. And they lost at the dot big time. 38% of the time, the Hawks won at the dot. To the Wings going basically 62% at the dot. Right there, that's ways you lose games. You need to win those face-offs. You need to play smart. Get those 50-50 pucks and get the game going. Penalty minutes. Hawks had 2 penalty minutes. Doesn't matter because the Wings still managed winning this game. Because the Wings went 0 for 1 on the power play, and the Hawks managed to make it not even full 2 minutes on the power play. Hits, 9-19 in favor for the Red Wings. So, as I said, the work ethic was just not there for the Hawks tonight. They started the game out with 3 shots on net. Yes. And then they continued the game playing at the dot, not winning any face-offs. Right there, there's an issue. If you need to win games, you need to win at the dot. And they are not doing that. So let's get into the goals of the game because this video is already full-blown rant. In the first period, the Wings had all control of the puck. The Hawks had a couple opportunities that went off the post, where DeBrincat hit the post, and then Doc hit the post, Keith hit the post, and then the first goal of the game started. At 14:47 in the first period, scored by number 2, Duncan Keith. His 3rd of the season, 2nd goal in 2 games, assisted by DeBrincat and Strome. Hawks have a 1-0 lead, even though they are getting beat on the shot clock. The Wings outplayed the Hawks, and yet the Hawks get on the board. We go to the second period, Hawks up by a goal. And this is what happens. Wings get a penalty. Well, the Hawks get a penalty. They had a good PK, and then this happened. Wings get on it, and they basically take advantage on the 4-on-4 goal. Troy Stetcher scores his first of the night, second of the season, assisted by Mark Stahl and Luke Glendening to make it a 1-1 game. This goal, honestly, is on Kevin Laakkonen. Laakkonen made a horrible play, and it led to Stetcher scoring and the floodgates opening for the Detroit Red Wings to take control. The Hawks goaltender and Laakkonen had a rough game. He let in a soft goal, and it started to fall apart for the entire team. Momentum, all Red Wings. So the Hawks get a power play. They move the puck well. And then they don't pay attention to Kevin Laakkonen slapping his stick on the ice, warning the power play's almost over. And this is what happens. Vertranen scores his 12th of the season, assisted by Lindstrom to make it a 2-1 lead. Why am I saying Laakkonen was slapping his stick on the ice? Vertranen comes out of the box, gets the puck, and goes on a breakaway, beating Laakkonen. That's on the Hawks and not playing smart after the power play's over. At 8:55, Hawks are now down by a goal, and the goals keep coming at 11:15 in the second period. Troy Stetcher with his second of the night, third of the season, assisted by Danny DeKeyser and Nemesnikov to make it a 3-1 lead for Detroit. Yeah, a defenseman getting 2 goals in the night in the same period in a matter of, what, about 8 minutes? Right there's an issue. This goal was even where he comes up and plays, pinching in, getting the puck, and beating Laakkonen. Hawks are now down by 2. We go to the third period, down by 2 goals. Do the Hawks manage to make anything out of it? No, because at 18:34 on the empty net, Rasmussen scores his third of the season, assisted by Ernie and Mark Stahl, to make it a 4-1 Wings win. The Hawks need to get their act going and playing smart hockey. If they do that, you're going to win games. The Hurricanes did their job in beating the Nashville Predators, which would have helped the Hawks if the Hawks would have managed to get their puck luck going and playing a hockey game against the basement dwellers of the Detroit Red Wings. This was a rough game by the Hawks, and they need to get it going if they want to make the playoffs, because we have one more game against Detroit. Step up your act and play smart and win at the dot. So, down in the comments down below, I want to hear what your thoughts were on this horrible game. And thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And most of all, let's go Hawks and get your game together, Hawks.